Welcome to San Pelicano. This place is home to some of the world's finest EMTs, and you are about to join us. Let's get started. You've been assigned to downtown. It's busy and chaotic, but this is where we excel. Your job? Respond to emergency calls all over the district. Stabilize patients in need and transport them safely to a nearby hospital. Remember, it's not just about speed. It's about making the right decisions under pressure. Lives depend on it. The faster you learn, the sooner you'll get the critical cases. Stay sharp and always be ready. Now get out there and make a difference. Show San Pelicano what you are made of. We're counting on you.
Here's our new paramedic. It's nice to meet you. I'll be overseeing your training today. Hop in the ambulance, and we'll wait for our first assignment from dispatch. If you ever get lost, check your map. It always shows you where the ambulance is located.
Hello, and welcome to Ambulance Life, a Paramedic Simulator. This is episode 1. We are going to do the tutorials, sorry, my English again. We're going to play through all 3 of the tutorials, which should be panic attack, light bleeding and arterial bleeding, and then we will do the first 15-minute shift. I am playing on PC, as you can probably tell by the control window, the movement controls. I will be using controller to drive though. So without further ado, we will hop into the ambulance and get this show on the road.
Dispatch calling ambulance 152. You are needed at the scene of an accident. One person collapsed in a parking lot in downtown Pelican and is in need of assistance. Over.
152, roger. Heading out. Okay, we have received our first call-out. Don't worry, I will assist you every step of the way. You can check out the full version of the map if you want to see our complete route.
Okay, let's check the map. Okay, that's simple and easy to remember. That's where we are. And that's where our 911 call is. I'm going to try and pop out here as fast as I can because I have played a little bit by myself. No one will notice the fact here that we ran over something designed to be run over.
Drive swiftly and safely to the location marked on your map. Use the siren as needed.
Traffic should move out the way for us.
We've arrived. Let's assess the situation.
Okay, here we are.
Looks like this is our patient. They appear to be conscious. Before we begin treatment, we should ask the patient a set of relevant questions about their person and medical conditions. This is called anamnesis. Try to retrieve as much information as possible. The more we know, the better we can help.
My whole body's aching. I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Okay.
Take a moment to further inspect the patient. You might find some more evidence while inspecting different body parts.
He appears to be one with his vehicle right now, so that's not too good.
We've received new information about the patient. I already made a note inside the patient protocol. This is where we collect all relevant information about the patient and mark down newly discovered pieces of evidence. Take a look at it now.
That's our tab key. Sorry if you heard me hit the key there. My tab key is rather loud.
These are the pieces of evidence you have discovered during anamnesis and inspection. For each patient, you will have to make an informed assessment on what could be the underlying cause responsible for the emergency based on the collected evidence. This patient does not appear to be in any immediate danger. Choose a category and an interim diagnosis that fits the evidence. Your interim diagnosis can always be adjusted during treatment. Let's go back to our patient now. Good. Let's put the patient on the stretcher and continue treatment inside the ambulance. First, we need to assess the patient's vitals in more detail. This can only be done inside the ambulance.
And we'll pop them back in. It's a lot slower when you use the controller for that.
For now, there are 3 key vitals we should worry about: oxygen saturation, heart rate, and blood pressure.
Yeah.
To measure both oxygen saturation and heart rate, attach the oximeter's clip on the patient's finger. Diagnostic tools will then provide you with live readouts of the patient's vitals. Next up, try attaching the blood pressure cuffs to the patient's upper arm. It will provide you with information about the patient's blood pressure. Vitals are displayed in more detail inside the patient protocol. Feel free to take a look.
Which is tab again. Okay, there's our vitals. So his blood pressure is good apparently. Heartbeat's good. Sorry, heart rate's good, not heartbeat. Where's this? Oh, there's his O2 saturation. It's perfectly fine. We don't have sugar thingy. I think the machine that gets the O2 saturation also gets heart rate as well at the same time, or it might be the blood pressure machine. I'm not too sure. Okay, that's how we switch if we've got more than one patient. Is that us?
All vitals seem to be within their normal range. This patient is clearly unwell. Let's take this one to the nearest hospital, just to be safe.
And away we go.
I will monitor the patient during transport, while you drive us to the closest hospital. The patient seems to be stable, so no need to rush.
We're going to try and stay on the left because for some strange reason if you're on the far right, vehicles don't really know what to do as well. The acceleration on this vehicle is terrible. If you hit any pedestrians, it is basically game over. Which makes sense for an ambulance simulator. If you were to hit somebody and it was just like, oh, that's okay. Be a bit
We've arrived.
weird.
Let's unload the patient.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Nice job. This concludes our first call out together. If you need a reminder on anything, you can always check your handbook. All relevant information can be found there.
We got any? Okay, now we will move on to our second. Oh yes, you get different sirens and stuff. Now I should probably say now, I have certain sirens that you might not have if you buy. Obviously you get different stuff depending on the which version of the game you buy. But there is a siren pack which I'm fairly sure was locked to a pre-order bonus. So you may not get those, you probably won't get those sirens. Not to say that they might release them in the future, but you know, it's obviously up to the developers. I'm just speculating when I say that. Anyway, we'll move on to the next training mission. If you stick around till the end, I will go through the sirens and you can vote in the comments.
For now, this will be our last training scenario together. You are making great progress. As usual, we should enter the ambulance and wait for our assignment.
Yeah, you can leave in the comments as to which siren you think we should use for the second episode of this series.
Calling ambulance 152. There have been reports of a bicycle accident in downtown Pelican Park. One person is bleeding heavily. Please head over immediately.
Copy that, dispatch. We're on our way there now.
Get out of my way, get out of my way, do not block me in. Left, as I said, squeeze past everybody here. They should move for you. They do move quite well, to be fair. I think we slightly scraped somebody there. The siren changes volume for some strange reason on that corner. I think it's just something that they need to fix. The annoying thing is you hit the brakes and they're very responsive, so it slows you right down. And, you know, it doesn't like slow you a little bit, which is slightly annoying because then you need to build back up the speed. And the vehicle, this ambulance, isn't very good at building the speed initially. Right, we're gonna do something that we probably shouldn't. But
try and locate where the accident took place.
Pull into where the accident.
Sometimes, there are witnesses present around the scene of an accident. They might be able to help us with additional information. You can approach them just like patients.
Yeah, we were riding through the park together like always. Suddenly there was this huge bump in the road. I'm glad I missed that one.
The witness report seems to indicate external factors as the cause of the crash. I will mark that down on the patient chart. Once we're done here, go and get the stretcher so we can tend to those wounds properly inside the ambulance.
I'm gonna show you something.
Everything's turning black. Thank God you're here.
You can ask them the question.
I'm not sure. I was on my bike, my usual route, and suddenly I completely lost control.
And as long as they've begun to say what they're going to say, you can exit out while they answer your question to assess like that, just to save on time. Grab the stretcher. That seems a wee bit unrealistic, the fact that we would lift her up like that. Surely you would lower the stretcher and put them onto the stretcher rather than lifting the patient up onto the stretcher. Another thing that, by the way, I can't change siren tone or anything like that. There isn't even a horn button in this game, so hopefully that's something that they will fix, the developers will fix with reading the reviews. The fact that, and you can't run with just the lights. The siren's on with the lights, so I can't control that.
You should attach the usual diagnostic tools first. Afterwards, we should really take care of any bleeding wounds using the bandage tool.
To the upper arm.
Leave me alone.
Right, let me see. No, there's doing the arrows. Yeah.
I need space.
So you can quickly select using your arrows on your keyboard. No, I haven't done this with keyboard and mouse yet, so... What I missed, because I was busy looking down at my keyboard. What? I am terrible. What? It does say it's better with a keyboard, so let me apply the bandage with keyboard. I might just use mouse and keyboard just for the for when I'm using the tablet. Getting all confused here. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. There we go. Watch this. See if I fail it now with controller. I'm going to look rather stupid. There we go. I'm just dumb and can't do it with a mouse apparently.
Nice job. Once we've taken care of all the wounds, we should drive the patient to a hospital.
We should have probably done this, but we've dealt with everything that kind of needs... Now, little tip. These little things here, normally all of them have a score rating with the little green arrows next to them. Usually, as far as I'm aware, you pick whatever has the highest number, and usually you can't go wrong there. and we should get everything right. Yep, everything is good with her. Let's get going to the hospital. I'm actually going to mark that now. Get into the ambulance, and we're away.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Good work today. Here are your results. This concludes our training shift together. I'm glad you're learning so quickly. Your future work will help us earn funds to provide better medical services across San Pelicano.
I wonder
Keep it up, and I'm sure we will work together again really soon.
I wonder if that means that we can upgrade stuff, like the ambulance and stuff, later on down the line. Or if that's just a voice line that she was given. Sorry, there was somebody at the door there, but that will have all been cut out. So we shall continue. Nice, right. Our third and final training, and then we'll move on to a regular shift. Then I'll also show you the sirens at the end of the video, so that you can vote in the comments as to which siren we should use.
Welcome to St. Johann. I will be your partner for the next set of training call-outs. It's nice to meet you. I have heard a lot of good things about you, but be aware, things are quite different in this district. A bit rougher, more intense. Let's get going. In this district, the next assignment is often only minutes away.
And we've already got the 911 call. To be fair, it's
Dispatch to ambulance 152. Gunshots
Get in.
reported in an alley in St. Johannes. One person injured and bleeding. Sending you the coordinates now.
152, roger. This is exactly what I meant. Hurry! The patient is probably losing a lot of blood. Take any shortcuts you can find. Careful, please.
We'll let that hideous colour pick up first. Up here. Please get off the crosswalk.
This should be it. Let's take a look at the patient. Looks like arterial bleeding. We have to act immediately. Select the tourniquet from your tool bag and use it to limit blood flow to the hemorrhaging limb.
Injured my right lower leg.
Good. This should buy us some time. Some patients
Blur.
require immediate action on site.
It all
Read
hurts.
up on life-saving measures in your handbook later.
I haven't had any chronic illnesses.
For now, hurry and get the stretcher.
No,
Continue treatment
didn't take any meds.
Time is critical.
I'm starting to feel better.
Right, let's go grab the stretcher. Feels like the stretcher's a lot faster while using keyboard and mouse than it does on control. Pop them in.
The patient has lost a lot of blood. We should do our best to raise their blood pressure again. Once you are done bandaging the patient, use the IV needle to gain vascular access and attach the saline solution afterwards.
I think I'm running a fever.
I'm going to bandage them first, just simply because of the bleeding. Good. I'm also going to bandage any other bruises or stuff that they have, just to be on the safe side. See what I mean? Like, you have to hit it directly on that prompt, not within the circle, because if you do it within the circle as you've just seen, it doesn't count and you will fail, which is kind of stupid. And this leg.
Blood pressure is getting too high. We need to do something.
First off, I want to check their oxygen levels. We didn't pop that on. There we go. Now we will gain access to a vein so we can start administering saline and stuff.
I think I'm running a fever.
Oh, I should have pre-warned anybody who doesn't like needles that there are needles in this game. And no, let's give them saline. It's the game being weird. I don't know why it twitches whenever you give them medication, but it just does.
Okay, blood pressure is slowly improving. However, the patient is still in a lot of pain. We should do something about that. Pain management is an important part of our job as well.
Oh, they want me to give them medicine.
We should put in another IV needle and administer some morphine. You can read up on pain management and the risks that come with different medications in your handbook.
Morphine. And that.
Blood pressure well done. Better. The patient seems responsive that way. I think they got lucky in that no vital organs were hit. We should still hurry to the next hospital as soon as you're ready.
And in we get.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Good job today. Things got quite complicated there, but you handled yourself pretty well. looking forward to our next training session together.
What do we get? An S! Yay! Right, now we will do a regular 15-minute shift. You have to unlock the... Right now we're locked to only being able to do 15 minutes. As you progress through the levels, you will be able to unlock longer shifts. Along with treatments, different types of calls. We'll have to wait and see what we get. Shouldn't take too long to get a call. This is the base skin and base siren that we're currently using.
Unit 152, you're needed for an urgent call. Alarm for ambulance 152. Get ready. The accident occurred in a residential area nearby. We've received reports of an accident involving a car and a bicycle. One person is in need of immediate medical assistance.
Okay, so we have somebody struck by
Transmitting the location now. Hurry up. Over.
a vehicle, or as we would call it in the UK, vehicle versus pedestrian. Because we would count a cyclist as a pedestrian because they are not afforded the protections of somebody within a vehicle, and they'd usually specify whether it was a motorcyclist because you know, there's motorcycles can go at higher speeds, so there's a greater risk of greater injury because of those speeds. Not necessarily saying that there isn't a risk of serious injury when a cyclist is struck by a car either. It's just that I don't know why in the UK they count cyclists as pedestrians sometimes when it comes to being struck by a car. I turned left too early, but that's okay. We can turn right up here. We're going to hop onto the other side of the road. I know we're driving against traffic right now, and a lot of people would think that's not very advised, but we're getting there as quickly as we can. I'm going to whip out the stretcher straight away. Gonna leave our stretcher there. Hopefully we can get past it. Yes, we can. Where? There they are. Strong bleeding. Right, I am going to be very careful and apply a tourniquet there. And I'm also going to apply a tourniquet to their upper arm as well. This person is going to have a tourniquet applied to their upper leg. Bruising. Doesn't seem like there's any serious bleeding from this person. Or arms need check. Nothing too serious, but we will triage them as a blade. Serious, not life-threatening, yeah, because they have a cut, so they are serious. And this person we will triage as life-threatening because they seem to be bleeding quite heavily. So, first off,
Left upper leg's injured. I was in such a hurry. I didn't see the car coming at all.
okay. I tell them to stay pat.
I'm starting to feel better.
They're back off. We're going to quickly speak to them.
Got pain in my right thigh.
What happened with them?
I was in such a hurry. I didn't see the car coming at all.
What else can you do? You can... Partly that's all you can do. So this is where I noticed that you kind of have to pick who you want to take, who's got the worst injuries. And in my opinion, this person here has the stronger bleeding, so therefore should be the one that we take. You can't sprint with the stretcher. And we jump. Then the other person, you can only take one person at a time, as I said, so that's a bit disappointing. And they didn't actually have a cut on their, first off, let's bandage their leg on their upper arm. I thought they did, so I took the precaution. You can always loosen and remove that tourniquet. Not in game, but in real life, you would just loosen and remove the tourniquet. Bandage them up first. We'll get the blood pressure. Why? There we go. It's been weird. And we will also get oxygen levels. Right, let's see what's going on here. Right, hemorrhage, venous bleeding, treatment, tourniquet applied, patient calmed. And then leave. Oh Jesus. Oh I did not notice her. Okay. So we need to assess the scene and they're obviously dead, so there isn't much that we can do, but we will triage this person. Blue skin. Yeah, they're the worst. They're a lot worse than the other person. We should have taken this person, but we will learn as we go on how to improve the game, because on how to improve anyway our style of playing. I didn't notice that they were over here. I thought that there was only 2 people, because they, to be fair, they are very far away from the incident. I was not expecting this taxi to be Is it a taxi? No, it's not a taxi. It's a taxi over here. And then this person is also very seriously injured.
Don't leave me here. Please hurry.
Oh my god, and them as well. There's so many people injured here. This is a pretty serious incident. Anybody else? And there's somebody over here as well. I don't have the time to check all these people. Wish I'd known. And there's this person who witnessed it. My god. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the long way around. I'm an idiot. I am going to gain access should it be needed. Yes. Needle warning. I know I kind of said it while it was happening. And we will leave and get to the hospital.
Are you preparing surgery? Just drive.
Oh yeah, he's in the back. I was like, where's our partner? Do we need to wait for him to get in? But no, he's a cocky son of a bitch. That was quite a bad accident. I wonder if they have any plans in the future, the developers, in order to be able to call backup, call other ambulances to the scene, because it seems very dumb at the moment to appear as a single ambulance, deal with one person, put them in the back, and then just drive away and leave the other people there. Like, I don't think I've seen a police response to that incident either, so I don't know. I paid £38 Great British pounds for this game, and to be honest, and that was the gold edition I think I got, or was it gold or was it the support edition? I can't remember what it was called. It was the edition that gave you extra stuff, and I pre-ordered it as well. And I'm beginning to think that in reality I still would have paid that, but it should have been labelled as a,
Let me see.
you know, it shouldn't have been released as a full game yet, because there's a lot that they could add to it and improve it in my opinion. Personally, I think it should still be in early access. Okay. We might not get another call before our shift ends. Yeah, because we have 2 minutes, 10 seconds. You can see it in the top left of the screen until our 15-minute shift is over, so we will
Ambulance 152, high priority dispatch, acknowledge. Over. Ambulance 152, we received a report of a severe accident in the vicinity.
we have another
Some sort of blast happened on a small construction site, reason unknown. Location sent, move quickly, over.
Well, we will respond to this and then call it a day, because our shift will be over by the time we have dealt with this incident. You have to be careful going on the right, because sometimes cars will pull into the furthest right hand lane. So it's a lot easier if you go left if you can, and only go right when absolutely needed. can't remember if I said that or not. I'm not turning left, then we're turning left up here. And right here. Careful not to hit any pedestrians. Where is this incident? Long. Right, I think there's 2 patients because it has 2 fined patients, so we will pull the stretcher out like we did for the last one. And we'll find out who is the most injured. Seems afraid, seems restless, rapid movement, inflamed skin. Oh, quite a bad red blister burn on the leg there. So the only immediate injury that they appear to have is, personally, I would call them walking wounded. Underweight. Red blister, inflamed skin. Is that the same person? No, no? I don't know. I think they are different character models. I would also call them walking wounded in my opinion. I'm probably wrong. Pliers. Who took pliers to the... we found both patients. We've also triaged both of our patients. So, let's
Right
talk.
lower leg. It hurts. We were working, then suddenly a blast. Flames everywhere. I remember being thrown back. No. Nothing like this. Oh, just occasional back pain from work.
Okay, you've got the priority right now in my head because of previous back pain.
No, nothing. I don't like medicine.
Okay, stay calm.
I'm starting to feel better.
I'm going to assess you. You're Maria, so we will see. Okay. Panic. Now we'll
Left
speak to
upper
you.
leg's injured. There was a sudden blast, and I felt intense heat. I tried to cover my face, but my arms got the worst of it.
Okay.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Just some painkillers a few days ago for a headache. Nothing else. I'm starting to feel better.
Billy Han. Red blister. So he's just burned, but unfortunately we can't select that yet because we haven't unlocked the burn bandage, so I have no idea why they've given us, why we've unlocked this call type. If we haven't unlocked the burn bandage yet, it seems a bit stupid. So we're just going to talk to them. They're lying down now. Okay, not too good. We will take the person on the left simply because they are lying down. And in we go. There's a blister we can't deal with there. Oh, close. Whap on the oxygen mask. And we will calm them down with some of this. As it freaks out.
Drive more carefully. Think of our patients.
What do you mean? I don't think we touched any vehicles there. We squeezed through, I'll give it that, but I don't think we touched anything.
Let me see. We take over.
Got the bandage in her leg. It's a burn bandit. It's a burn anyway, so we would have got marked down probably for using a wrong triage score. Apparently, they were triaged wrong, so I'll have to look more into the triage because that's the one thing that I'm unsure about. Shift is overall A, which I would say is a success. I don't know why my screen's a little bit cut on. I've got it set for my screen resolution. Weird. Right, see, there we go. There's the burn bandage on. Right, sorry. I've had to actually reboot up the game and start recording again because I completely forgot to show you the sirens. So we will quickly run through the different sirens. So that's our standard. Arcade Blaster. Buster. Mayday will. And that is all the sirens. So please do leave a comment in the comment section. I've already went over all that already in my outro, so this is just added on to the end. I don't know, depending on how I worded going into my outro, this might be before or after it. Anyway, that's the sirens. Please leave in the comment which one you think we should use for the next episode. Right, anyway, we should call it there. The only thing that I want to say is, because I'm terrible for starting stuff and then not ending it, I'm only going to have 3 types of things on the go, so I'll say 3 series, with the occasional thing that will alter in and out. So for instance, LSPDFR will be an occasional thing that will alter in and out, but right now, because I have it installed, we will be altering between LSPDFR, this game, and Ready or Not. So once we've finished Ready or Not, the campaign or all the missions in that, we will. I'm not going to go back and do S tier rank. Try to get the S tier on those missions, unless that's something you'd want to see, and that would be something that we would alter in and out at that point. So we're going to complete the Ready or Not series. We are going to complete this as a series until we have unlocked everything and done every type of incident at least once. Then we will end it there. I think that's all I really needed to say, to be honest. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, and do subscribe if you aren't already, because it really does help me improve and it helps me produce better content for you. I'm hoping this sounds a bit better on this video because I have my microphone positioned a bit better on my desk now that everything's set up slightly better. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you all in the next one.